Every 40 seconds, someone suffers a heart attack. And here's the frightening part. Most of them didn't see it coming. No chest pain, no warning sign, just one silent habit too many, and their heart couldn't take it anymore. You might be doing 7 innocent things every single day. Things you've done for years, they feel normal, harmless, even healthy. But science now shows they could be secretly damaging your heart from the inside out. As a heart surgeon with over 30 years in the operating room, I've seen the same patterns again and again. And when seniors walk into my office, these are the first 7 habits I ask them to stop immediately. You wake up, the sun filters in. You reach for your usual breakfast, maybe toast a slice of bacon or something quick from the fridge. It feels like any other morning, until it isn't. Weeks later, you're sitting across from a doctor, confused, scared, and wondering, how did my heart get so weak? But it wasn't just one moment, it was a series of small daily choices. And now you're ready to take back control, because seniors deserve better health only. Not just more years, but stronger years, fuller years. So today we count down the 7 everyday habits that may be silently destroying your heart, and how to fix them before it's too late. Stay with me until the end. You'll want to hear number 1. Most people ignore it, and it's the one that often ends up costing the most. You might think your daily habits are harmless, but many of them are quietly wearing down your heart. In this video, we'll count down the 7 most overlooked routines that can secretly damage your cardiovascular health, especially after 60. We're starting from number 7 and working our way to number 1, the most dangerous and most ignored of them all. If you care about staying independent, avoiding unnecessary medications, and living with strength and energy, don't skip number 1. It's often disguised as normal, but could be silently pushing your heart to the edge. Let's begin. Habit number 7, eating too many canned foods and fast food. You probably didn't think that quick lunch or instant soup would matter much. But the truth is processed, and fast foods are loaded with sodium. And sodium doesn't just raise your blood pressure. It makes your body hold on to water. That extra fluid forces your heart to work harder with every beat. Here's the science. The Mayo Clinic confirms that excessive sodium intake is a direct contributor to hypertension, a leading cause of heart failure. In adults over 60, even one fast food meal can pack 1,200 to 2,000 milliliters of sodium, your entire daily limit, in just one sitting. You might feel fine now, but over time your arteries stiffen, your heart thickens, and eventually that simple sandwich becomes a burden your heart can't afford. Habit number 2, eating processed meats like bacon, sausage, and cold cuts. They might be tasty, they might be convenient, but processed meats are among the most dangerous foods for your heart. According to Harvard researchers, just one serving of processed meat per day increases heart disease risk by 42%. Because these meats are often packed with sodium nitrates and preservatives that damage blood vessels and accelerate plaque buildup in your arteries. The result, higher chances of atherosclerosis, a fancy word for clogged arteries, and clogged arteries mean less oxygen to your heart and brain. You might say, but I've eaten these for years. That's exactly the problem. The damage is cumulative, slow, invisible, and dangerous. Simple solutions you can start today. Choose fresh, unprocessed meats or plant-based protein like beans, tofu, or lentils. Cook at home more often. 1 teaspoon of salt equals 200-300 milliliters of sodium. Control your ingredients. Flavor your meals with heart-healthy alternatives like lemon juice, garlic, rosemary, or basil. Your taste buds can adapt. Your heart will thank you, because seniors deserve better health only. Habit number 6, eating pastries or sweet treats daily. You might say it's just a muffin with my morning coffee. What harm could it do? But here's what most people don't realize. That muffin could contain up to 25 grams of sugar and 10 grams of saturated fat. And when you eat that every day, it's like sending your cholesterol levels on a roller coaster. The American Heart Association warns that diets high in added sugars and saturated fats are directly linked to increases in LDL, the bad cholesterol. High LDL doesn't just clog your arteries, it inflames them. It weakens the walls, and one day they snap under pressure. And pastries. They're one of the sneakiest sources. They taste light and fluffy, but they weigh heavy on your heart. Habit number 5, relying on white bread, white rice, and refined carbs. You're in a rush, so you grab a sandwich, toast some white bread, maybe boil up some plain noodles. They fill you up quickly, but they're empty of what your heart needs. Refined carbohydrates are stripped of fiber, and that's where the problem begins. Without fiber, your blood sugar spikes rapidly, and when blood sugar spikes, inflammation follows. Over time, this causes damage to the inner lining of your arteries. leaving them vulnerable to cholesterol buildup and blood pressure changes. According to Tufts University's Friedman School of Nutrition, diets rich in refined carbs are tied to a 30% higher risk of cardiovascular disease. Yes, even simple white toast in the morning can set off a chain reaction inside your body, especially if you're over 60. Habit number 4, drinking sweetened beverages like soda-bottled teas and fruit juice cocktails. You wouldn't pour sugar into a glass and drink it, but every time you sip a can of soda or sweetened tea, you're essentially doing just that. Did you know a single 12-ounce can of soda contains 39 grams of sugar? That's nearly 10 teaspoons more than your body can safely process at once. When you drink sugary beverages regularly, your insulin response weakens. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance, then type 2 diabetes, weight gain, and heart strain. According to Harvard's School of Public Health, people who consume sugary drinks daily have a 20% higher risk of heart disease, even if their weight stays stable. And don't be fooled by the 100% fruit juice label. Most commercial juices remove the fiber and add more sugar. What's left is a fast-track ticket to metabolic trouble. Heart-smart substitutes that taste just as good. Try homemade oat-based muffins sweetened with banana or a touch of honey. Drink filtered water infused with lemon mint or cucumber. Choose unsweetened herbal teas, warm, relaxing, and great for blood pressure. Eat whole grains like oatmeal, quinoa, brown rice, or barley. These slow sugar absorption and support clean blood vessels. These swaps don't just protect your heart. They give you energy that lasts, cravings that fade, and peace of mind. That you're nourishing your body, because seniors deserve better health only. And better health starts not with a pill, but with your plate. Habit number 3, eating deep-fried foods or reuse cooking oil. You may enjoy that crispy fried chicken or golden fries. It smells nostalgic, doesn't it? But what you can't see are the oxidized compounds forming inside the oil each time it's reheated. When cooking oil is reused or heated at high temperatures, it breaks down and releases free radicals, unstable molecules that trigger arterial stiffness and chronic inflammation in your blood vessels. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that frequent consumption of deep-fried foods increases the risk of heart failure by up to 37%. It's not just about the calories, it's about what the oil becomes when overheated. Think about it. If your arteries are like flexible tubes, oxidized oils turn them brittle and tight, making it harder for blood to flow. That puts pressure on your heart every second of the day. Habit number 1, eating foods with trans fats, cookies, margarine packaged snacks. Trans fats are one of the few things all cardiologists agree on. They should be completely avoided. You'll find them in store-bought pastries, microwave popcorn, margarine spreads, and many shelf-stable snacks. They're listed as partially hydrogenated oils on nutrition labels, sneaky but deadly. Here's why. Trans fats raise your LDL, bad cholesterol, and lower your HDL, good cholesterol. A dangerous combo that dramatically increases the risk of stroke and heart attack. In fact, a Tufts University study showed that eliminating trans fats could prevent tens of thousands of heart-related deaths every year. The worst part, trans fats are cheap, tasty, and long-lasting, perfect for processed food companies. But terrible for your arteries. Smart swaps for safer cooking and eating. Use an air fryer or oven baking for crisp texture without harmful oil breakdown. Check food labels carefully. Avoid anything with partially hydrogenated oil. Cook with heart-healthy oils like olive oil or avocado oil at moderate heat. Focus on fresh whole foods over shelf-stable processed snacks. Let me tell you about Mr. June, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Daegu. For years, he battled high blood pressure and fatigue, but blamed it on aging. His daily routine: a sausage with breakfast and a soda at lunch. Harmless, he thought. But after a heart scare, his doctor gave him one simple challenge: cut out processed meats and sugary drinks for just 6 weeks. He was skeptical, but he tried. 6 weeks later, his blood pressure dropped from 158/95 to 126/80. No medication increase, no new prescriptions, just food choices that healed instead of harmed. He now walks every morning, cooks with his granddaughter, and says he feels 20 years younger. That's the power of small intentional changes. And that's why seniors deserve better health only. Because your heart doesn't need perfect, it just needs consistent love. So what did you learn today? If even one of these 7 habits surprised you, leave a 1 in the comments to show you're taking your heart health seriously. And more importantly, share this video with someone over 60, a parent, a grandparent, a neighbor. Because sometimes just one change can save a life. Your voice has power. Your story can inspire someone else to take action before it's too late. And if you found this helpful, subscribe. Now we share real stories, real science, and simple tips to help seniors live stronger, longer, and more independent lives, because your best years aren't behind you. They're still beating right here in your chest. Let's protect them together. Let's recap the 3 dangerous categories of habits silently hurting your heart. Too much sodium from canned goods, processed meats, and fast food. Refined sugar and carbs from pastries, white bread, and sugary drinks. Toxic fats, especially deep-fried foods and anything with trans fats. Here's the good news. You don't have to change everything at once. Start with one habit each week. Swap your morning toast. Read one new label. Cook dinner at home twice a week. In just 1 month, your heart will start to respond. Blood pressure stabilizes, inflammation drops, energy comes back, and the numbers on your checkup, they'll finally reflect the care you're giving yourself, because better heart health isn't a mystery. It's a choice, one step at a time. A small change in the kitchen can mean a massive change in your cardiovascular future, because seniors deserve better health only. And you deserve meals that heal, not harm.